MTN SME Hub. Link to growth. Link to success. Link to the ultimate resource for business advice and insights.
Welcome to the Big Small Business Show, the show for all our fantastic entrepreneurs out there who are finding businesses in all sorts of niches. One of those entrepreneurs is Sue Rowan, and she's the founder of I Am Boho. Let's take a look.
My name is Susan Rowan, and I'm the owner of I Am Boho. I Am Boho is a jewelry store. We have an online shop, and we have had that online shop for 5 years now, and we have a physical store in Parkhurst. We can classify our jewelry as Bohemian in style, a little bit natural, and it's more good quality costume jewelry that's a little bit fun and playful. And within the costume jewelry frame, you have a whole host of different things. So you can have crystal jewelry, real crystal jewelry, beaded. We're a little bit in between fine jewelry and costume jewelry in that we use stainless steel, which is a really good metal, totally non-tarnish. It doesn't fade, it doesn't change color. It's perfect for people who have sensitive ears, so it acts like gold and silver actually, but you get it at a fraction of the cost. But I think from a costume jewelry point of view, the growth in that industry is insane. 5 years ago, you wouldn't be able to find plated stuff or even stainless steel stuff at a low cost. But because everything's so competitive and the innovations are so vast at the moment, you can get stainless steel jewelry for really cheap, and it will last you forever. I really honed in on a specific niche within the jewelry industry, and I think there are a lot of different niches, and I think the potential is huge, and it just keeps on growing. You know, big retail outlets, big brands, they offer jewelry as part of their standard product offering now, and then plus all the independent jewelry brands that are launching, and you see new brands every day. So I Am Boho is definitely in the growth phase. We've come out of the startup phase, and not unscathed, but we made it. And I think I'd like to remain in the growth phase for a little bit. We took really big risks and very big leaps from the startup to the growth phase, and I maybe want to idle a little bit. I don't know why, but I just reached out to Betty and said, because I know that they don't have a physical space. They've been an online store for many years, and they do pop-up events. And I just reached out to them and said, would you like me to hold your hand through kind of opening your first store in Parkhurst? And they almost said immediately, like, yes. I've got this beautiful space and this amazing garden outside, which is just meant for events. And I just really wanted to utilize the space a bit more. And I've always admired Betty as a business, as a brand. I love their products as well. And I think that it's also got the same brand feel as I Am Boho. And I think both of our communities could benefit from each other. Collaboration seems to fit so beautifully. Very broadly, I'd love to take the brand internationally, specifically Australia, because I think there's the same kind of spirit, boho spirit there, and the beach vibe, and they've got a big Bohemian community in certain cities, so I'd like to maybe take it internationally. Like last year, the business really battled with the economic issues, it was up and down, people can't afford things, and I don't want to be able to rely on the South African market so much. I want to be able to have another option. You know, I want a sense of security from a global standpoint. So, and it doesn't have to be huge, and I don't want to take over the world, but just just a starting point. And my question for Allon is, if I wanted to expand to Australia, how on earth would you start? And do I start with a small territory first, one that probably resonates with the brand, and then build it outwards? And then I could mirror my site and maybe choose 10 best-selling products from here, test the market there. But I just wanted to ask him, does he have any experience, or can he guide me a little bit?
Welcome, Sue.
Thanks for having me.
Right, I Am Boho. Just tell me about the name.
I wanted to create a brand that was that encapsulated the Bohemian spirit, the hippie, the little bit of the left field person, and I wanted it to be a personal name. So, and I think the women that do like that style and that fashion and that mindset, they generally refer to themselves as I Am Boho. So it kind of did catch on as I expected it to.
Okay, so within, is it like Bohemian, I Am Bohemian?
Yes.
Is sort of shortened to I Am Boho?
Exactly.
Okay,
yeah.
Is that where it comes from? Okay, yeah. I'm obviously not Boho.
No, you're not our market.
No, I'm not the market. Okay. So who's your market? Just let's describe that market.
My market is, from if you want a technical market, it's 35 to 55 females with children, generally English and Afrikaans speaking, lives in the suburbs, working, housewife, or a combination of both.
And what do you make them feel like when they buy your product?
Highly inspired, motivated. So the Bohemian lifestyle or mantra is one of, and ours encapsulates the idea of a wildflower. So the wildflowers will always be trampled on or rained on, but they'll always flower. And I've kind of translated that back to my target market. So whenever I send them something, I always make sure they feel, with a quote or with the packaging or just the brand experience, they'll always feel that inspired and motivated. And I often get messages back saying, thank you, you made my day. I just feel so special after receiving your package. So that's what I want them to feel, is in this really crazy world, there's a little bit of inspiration.
Great, that's a good place to take a break. When we come back, I have more questions for Sue.
MTN SME Hub, link to business success.